Hello. Okay, so I'm going to go over your proportions homework. Ratio and proportions. It was the page 115, 915, 31 through 34, 36, and 37. Like I said, you are not handing this in, but you will need to know how to do it in case some of these questions are on your chapter homework quiz. So the first one, yes, they are proportional. You could cross multiply 9 times 99. It'll be the same thing as 11 times 81. Or in your calculators, 9 divided by 11 is the same decimal as 81 divided by 99. So yes. 15, you could cross multiply to get 3a equals 120. Divide both sides by 3 and a is 40. 31, as you're reading the word problems, you set them as a proportion. Put centimeters with centimeters, miles with miles. So if they give you a ratio, 2 centimeters to 120 miles, and they give you 2.6 centimeters, feel free to write those units beside those numbers. And then go ahead and whatever isn't filled in that proportion, that's what you know you got to find. So go ahead and cross multiply. 2.6 times 120 is 312. Divide both sides by 2, and your answer should be 156 miles. Number 32, I started to write it like this, but I didn't like it. But you can do it this way if you'd like, so that's why it's crossed out. So when they say 1 inch, okay, represents 1.67 feet, you could write it like this, or you could write it like this, but just make sure you put inches with inches and feet with feet. It doesn't matter which way you do it. You could have written it this way as well. So if I have feet here, I better have feet here. Same with inches. Either way will give you the correct answer of 184.2 feet. 33, same thing. But hamburgers with hamburgers, money with money. Just make sure you put together the two that are equivalent. When you cross multiply and then solve, you should get 262.59. You can pause this video at any point to check your answers. Next page. Cross multiply to solve. 6 times the quantity x minus 3. Make sure you distribute to both terms. Add 18 to both sides and divide by 6. Cross multiply. When you multiply an entire quantity, make sure you distribute to both terms. That's a positive 27, so you have to remove it with a negative. Even though it's in the front and there's a negative behind it, you're looking at a positive 27. And lastly, you have two quantities that you have to distribute. Make sure you distribute to both. If you weren't sure on a test, the beauty of math is you can check your work. You take 0.8 and you'd substitute it back into both ratios and see if they're equivalent. So those are those 8 problems. Now for you guys, make sure you're keeping your homework in that quadrant type style, front and back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and next I will post about absolute value.